Hello over there. Thank you and welcome to this channel. Name of the channel is Python and R for Data Science, abbreviated as PYR4DS. Python and R for Data Science is a channel that is focused on use of Python and R programming languages for data science. In this channel, we will assume our viewers have little to no experience with both programming languages and data science field, and therefore, we shall learn from beginner levels and advance our skills and expertise with time. This presentation will introduce the channel, highlight its objectives, give a brief account of the idea for the channel, and elaborate on user expectations and target audience. All other subsequent presentations will be built on this concept. As we commence this noble course, we would love to hear how we can make the journey an exotic adventure for you. Please share your views and opinions with us by commenting below on this video or drop us a message on email address or Twitter handles shown on the screen. I am your presenter Jason Kinyua. Let's get started. To begin with, what is PYR4DS? PYR4DS is a co-produced and open channel that is focused on use of Python and R programming languages for data science. It is co-produced to mean it's not my brainchild idea. The idea for the channel was realized from a chat with peers and friends. The channel is open to mean anyone willing to share their knowledge and experience in use of Python and R for data science is welcome to contribute into the channel. The idea for the channel was conceived one afternoon during a lunch hour break in a forest near my workplace. Along the way in the forest, we were chatting about our normal duties and tasks in office. At some point, the conversation changed direction to personal engagements and interactions with developer friends and community. The chat got interesting when the course was on self-taught developers. Here I will briefly note important aspects of the conversation that led to realization of this channel idea. The developer community may be divided into two groups depending on the path taken during learning phases. The first category of developer is comprised of developers who went to school to learn software development. The other category is made up of developers who learned programming using articles, blogs, YouTube, and other community resources. This second group aim to follow a painful, steep learning curve, and for this reason, they are justified to call themselves self-taught developers. However, on this day, I got another perception. Take it this way. Assume the articles, blogs, video channels, and other community resources that these self-taught developers used to learn were out of their reach. These guys who never have a way of learning software development and thus who never have become developers, let alone being self-taught developers. This is why I feel it safe calling them community-taught developers. Looking at this new perspective considering both groups, collectively all developers are community-taught in one way or the other. That is regardless of the initial path taken to learn programming. This is because almost all developers from time to time use documentations and other community resources to learn and adopt new tools. And this is a major source of inspiration for this channel, to share knowledge and contribute to the data science community. The community has built us, and it is time to give back. Anyone passionate and willing to contribute into the channel is welcome, provided they adhere to channel regulations. Coming back to this slide content, in this channel, we shall cover Python and R basics, cover dashboard development using Python and R, that is Django for Python and Shiny for R, build and use APIs. Here we will cover both RESTful and GraphQL APIs. To develop RESTful APIs, we will use Django REST framework, Flask and Fast API for Python, and Plumber for R. To develop GraphQL API, we shall use Django Graphene and cover both Python and R GraphQL clients. After developing dashboards and APIs, we shall look into their deployment. Here we shall look at alternative ways of deploying our dashboards, including shipping with Docker and hosting on Shiny Proxy. We will frequently use JIT for code versioning, Green Unicorn to expose services to clients, and Nginx as our client-facing server, that is a web server. Later we may look at other alternatives like Supervisor-D, Apache 2, HA Proxy, and Traefik. This being the first time I am presenting on this channel, I think it is fair to introduce myself. I am a graduate from Dedan Kimathi University of Technology. While in campus, I actively participated in various code sprint and hackathon events. Sometimes I would represent our department during national events. For instance, in the photo above is me shaking hands with the President of the Republic of Kenya, the year 2017, during an agricultural and technology exhibition. While still in campus, I worked with Nyeri Water and Sewerage Company as an intern and Kenya International Boundaries as a GIS analyst. Later, after graduation, I worked for Celestial Geoconsultants Limited, where I was the developer team lead during development of CITRAD EWS system. While still at Celestial, I developed a data aggregation module for the Nature Conservancy at the Nairobi FAD. Currently, I am working for C4 eCraf, where I am responsible for data management, analysis, reporting and dashboard development to support data-driven decision-making process. At my workplace, I combine conventional data and spatial data into a data science pipeline to produce decision-making tools. As I earlier mentioned, this channel is not my brainchild idea. The channel idea was realized from a discussion with Mohammed. Mohammed is a very good friend of mine, my senior and coach at workplace. You will have an opportunity to know him better in forthcoming videos. So, what should we expect from this channel? In this channel, we shall be exploring data science project workflow, starting with data, head to analysis of the data, report generation, wrapping the reports into neat dashboards, sharing the dashboards with the stakeholders and users, and finally close with the tips of how to monitor the dashboards and maintain associated systems. In particular, we shall start by introducing the fundamental programming languages that we shall be using during the course of this channel. Later, we shall look into data component with an aim of understanding data types, data formats, and commonly used in database management systems. It is at this point that we shall get to know what to consider when choosing a data storage engine. Under data analysis and processing, we shall perform basic exploratory data analysis and write algorithms that transform our dataset to generate summary statistics. Before closing on this, we will explore a number of open source packages that will make data analysis and processing easier. Next, we will explore various ways that we can visualize our data, how to interpret the graphics and generate insights. Finally, we will knit our work into an aesthetically appealing and easy to navigate dashboard. We will also look into how the dashboard is deployed, monitored, enhanced with the feature updates or improvements, and maintenance of the host server. As you might have guessed, this is a lot of work that will take a couple of months to completely cover. Also, given the work at hand in office, we may not be able to upload regularly. However, we will be consistent and ensure we stream at least once in 2 weeks. Please be patient with us. Last but not the least, who is this channel for? This channel was inspired by drastically increasing demand for data scientists, which has led to a high number of aspiring data scientists who don't know where to start. Correspondingly, big data from IoT devices, rapid field activities, and massive secondary data available over time as pressurized practicing data scientists to upgrade their skills to match market demand for automated, portable, scalable, flexible, and extensible data processing and reporting. This channel is targeting to assist this four group of users. First, aspiring data scientists in need of career guidance. Secondly, data science practitioners who want to migrate from data science tools they use to Python or R. Thirdly, data scientists who want to advance their data analysis and reporting skills using Python or R. And finally, scientists and system engineers concerned in any area that has been highlighted in the what to expect slide. That is it for today, folks. Thank you very much.